Hello and welcome to Old Nintendo Gamer
and Son.
And today we're going to take you through our top 10 NES games.
At number 10 we have Excitebike. You can get this game on the Nintendo Switch Online NES app. So basically you're riding on a motorcycle, or is it?
It's a motorcycle.
A motorcycle, and you compete with other CPUs.
Yes. There's also, if you have a look on the NES app, they've got a Excitebike Versus, which came out in Japan, which means that you can race two players.
Can you do this online?
Yes, you can. On the NES app, you can do it online.
Nice.
Number 9.
Number 9 is ice hockey. This is a 5v5. You have 4 people on the outside and you have 1 person that's protecting the goal from the enemy team. Your goal is to shoot the puck into the goal while the enemy team is trying to stop you.
And we've had a lot of fun playing this in 2-player mode, and you've played it a lot with your cousin as well, and it's quite a good knock-around, especially, can you foul people?
Yes, I can.
Oh, there you go, see?
Yes. And you can try and go for very big achievements, like trying to go for a major trick shot or some funny and unexpected actions.
At number 8 is Duck Hunt. I remember playing this on my original NES with the original European orange light zapper gun on my CRT TV downstairs in my mother's living room, and this one was always a very short, you never play for too long, but a very short and fun little game, especially when the funny little dog picked the dead carcass of the duck off the ground. Do you like Duck Hunt?
Yeah, I played it on the Wii U, and I played it with a gun, and I felt like I was a soldier, like hunting down some ducks.
Those evil ducks.
Trying to get away, not on my watch.
In at number 7 is Super Mario Bros. 2. The Doki Doki Panic reskin became Super Mario Bros. USA in Japan and Super Mario Bros. 2 in Europe and in America. And this is actually one of my favourite Super Mario Bros. Because it took away from what the first game was and added those mechanics where you could stand on the top of enemies, pick them up and use them as projectiles against other enemies. A fun puzzle mechanic that distinguished it from other Mario games. Have you ever played Super Mario Bros. 2, Moggs?
Nope.
Okay then, on to number 6, which is Punch-Out! Formerly known as Mike Tyson's Punch-Out before they lost the license to him. Not really a boxing simulation, more of a puzzle boxer where you have to work out the patterns of the enemy and look for shows and tells to get a quick hit in between their hits. After playing the SNES version of this, which I thought when I was younger was a superior version, I actually do prefer the NES version. A fun little puzzle boxing game. Would you like to play Punch-Out, Morgan?
I would like to, because I like solving puzzles.
Some of these puzzles are treacherously difficult.
Yeah.
But it's got a great soundtrack too.
Number 5, we have Super Mario Bros. 3. You can also get this on the Nintendo Switch Online NES app. I played it and I only beat the game once, and it took me like 50 hours.
And what do you think of the game?
It's kind of unique, and I kind of like how the story goes on.
Doesn't it annoy you that once you finish one castle, and then the king in the castle goes, "Oh, go save the other ones"?
Yes.
And what's your favourite power-up for Mario in this game?
The P-Wing, which is you'll become a raccoon, but your P, which is your running speed, is always max, so you can fly at all times.
And fly straight across the top of the level.
Yeah, really epic. And then what's at number 4?
Number 4 is probably my favourite NES game of all time, but it didn't quite make the top number 1 when we counted both our lists together, and it's Batman, the video game. This is a licensed game based upon the Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson Batman movie, but it did nothing new in terms of copying the kind of Mega Man formula that went before it, except it did add in wall grappling mechanics, so it allowed you to jump between walls, but it had a very excellent weapon changing system, wonderfully inventive bosses, and a beautifully structured level. I especially can still remember the level as you're climbing through the clock tower, which is the last one, to take down Jack Nicholson's Joker at the top of it. A superbly constructed 2D platformer.
Number 3, we have Kirbys Adventure. This is when Kirby was in his homeland Dreamland and everyone lost the ability to dream because the Fountain of Dreams has stopped doing its job, and Kirby...
Was it day-to-day causing mischief with the Fountain of Dreams?
No, someone's mind controlling it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he didn't mean any harm, but someone told him to do it.
Dark matter.
You'll find out if you play the game. Okay. I don't want to spoil any of the game's hidden values.
Keep your secrets.
Yes.
And how does it play?
Really good.
Just like every other Kirby game.
Yes.
What does Kirby use as weapons?
His suck up ability, which you suck up an enemy and see what's its ability by swallowing them. I mean, inhaling them.
Inhaling them, and then you can absorb that entity's power.
Yes.
Like, what kind of weapons does Kirby have?
Sword, fire, high jump. It's like you jump really high.
Oh, that's a high jump then.
And there's another game called Kirby Nightmare Dreamland, is it?
Kirby's Dream Land 3?
No, it's actually a remake of Kirby's Adventure.
Look at this, my son is schooling me on NES games. Good, carry on.
And basically, Kirby's Nightmare Dreamland is kind of a remaster of
Kirby's Adventure. What do you know what that was on?
Game Boy Advance.
Good boy, it was.
Yeah, it was on Game Boy Advance. I had a ton of fun with it. Very, very good game.
Our number 2 game is Super Mario Bros., the original game for the NES. I got this when I first had my NES with a dual Duck Hunt Super Mario Bros. Game pack. And I've never looked back. It was one of those first established games that turned me into a Nintendo gaming consoler man. And what are your thoughts on Super Mario Bros.?
I watched a lot of speedrunners do this game and discovered ridiculous glitches related to the game, and they can literally beat the game in under 4 minutes and 55 seconds.
Would you like to speedrun it?
No, I can't even do a single flagpole glitch.
Don't worry about flagpole glitches, but one day you will as soon as we get our capture card, you will see me and Morgan do a versus in Super Mario Bros. To see who can get the furthest through the game without taking any shortcuts. Fancy that challenge?
Yeah, fancy that. Oh, yeah.
So, on to our number 1 game, Morgs. What is it?
It's DuckTales. Now, this one, there is a remastered version on the Wii U console. The remastered version has a lot of more details about what the story's going on, and
more advanced graphics, hand-drawn sprites.
And the bosses are even harder. Because
in the remastered version, really?
Yeah, because when I saw the original one, where one person tried to beat the game, I looked at the bosses and it was so easy.
Maybe because they're such a professional gamer making it look easy.
No, I'm literally just watching the boss moves. They're like just simple moves, but the remastered one is really hard.
I've had a lot of fun. I did play this on the NES. I fell in love with it, but not to the depths of things like Super Mario Bros. And Batman the video game. But the Wii U remastered version does everything correct in fixing all the minor little details, and especially making the pogo stick jump in, which you used to have to hold down on the D-pad, making that just a simple button press instead.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to control what you're doing.
So Nintendo, let's bring DuckTales to the Nintendo Switch Online NES app.
And let's play together.
Hey, nice one, Mons.
And that has been our top 10 Nintendo NES games that we have liked over the past few years.
And many, many, many years for myself. Over the last 30 years, maybe.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening, and we'll have more top 10 legacy consoles from Nintendo coming at you soon. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and give us a like if you've enjoyed our content. You can check out our other great content on Twitter and the NE Café podcast from all good podcast providers, including iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and TuneIn. Follow the links below.